In this tutorial, you will learn how to use MySQL-LIMIT clause to constrain the number of rows written by a query. The limit clause is used in the select statement to constrain the number of rows to be returned. The limit clause accepts one or two arguments. The value of both the arguments must be 0 or positive integers. We'll have a look at the syntax of the limit clause. The initial clauses remain the same, that is the select and the from. With respect to the limit clause, we have two arguments, offset and a row count. Now if we assume that this is a table with some tuples in it, and let's say I want to display tuple 4 to tuple 7. So I want to display this tuple, this one and this one. So what I do is I make use of the clause limit, specify the offset and specify the row count. Now in this case the offset would be the index of the row. The offset always starts with 0. So in this case the offset would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So the offset in this case would be 3. And since I want this 4 rows to be displayed, the row count would be 4. So limit 3, 4 will give me this set of tuples in the form of output. Rather than making use of two arguments, you can also make use of a single argument. In this case, you do not specify the offset, but you specify just the row count, that is the number of tuples to be displayed in the output. Limit and order by clauses. So we make use of order by along with the limit clause. For example, you may want to get the 5th through the 10th row, but 5th through the 10th in what order? Which order you want it? The order of rows is unknown unless you specify the order by clause. So basically you can make use of the order by clause along with the limit clause. So first you order your information, your tuples, and then you limit and pick up the information that you require. Now what is the evaluation of the limit clause? Just like the others, start with from, where, select, then order or sort, and finally comes your limit, that is the last clause, and limit will always remain the last. We'll see some examples. Using limit clause, we'll make use of the customers table from the classic models table. Now, we'll assume that you want a list of 5 customers who have the highest credit. List of 5 customers who have the highest credit. So basically from this query you know that there should be 5 tuples in the output. Only 5 tuples, and that too with the highest credit. So basically what you require to do is first sort the table. But in which way you are going to sort it? Are you going to sort it in ascending or in descending? Obviously not in ascending but in descending order, because when you sort it in descending order, you will get the first highest followed by the next highest, then the next highest, and so on. So what we have to do is, since we have to get the data of those customers with the highest credit limit, okay, so what we do is we will sort the table based upon the credit limit attribute in the descending order. So the customer with the highest credit will be at the 0th offset, then the next at the first, followed at the second offset, then the third, fourth, and so on. So after we get a list of all these tuples, what we do is we limit our information to the first 5 tuples. So this will give us the list of first 5 customers who have the higher credit limit. So looking at the query, what we do is we first order the list of customers based on their credit limit in the descending order, and then we limit it to 5. So doing this, we get the list of only first 5 customers with the highest credit limit. Next, okay, using MySQL-LIMIT to get the nth highest or the lowest value. We look at an example. Okay. Now here the query says find the customer who has the second highest credit limit. Second highest credit limit. That means the expected output is only one tuple, because it says the second highest credit limit. Neither I want the highest, neither I want the third highest. I want only the second highest. So in this case also we follow the same procedure. You see, select customer name, credit limit from customers table, order by credit limit in the descending order. Now till here, if we look at the query, the output of the query, it would be something like this. A list of all the customers sorted according to their credit limit in the descending order. But I am interested in only one tuple, that is the second tuple, that is at index 1. So what I do is I make use of the limit clause. I say offset is 1, number of rows is also 1. So this is my offset and this is my row count. So the output would be just one tuple with the second highest credit limit. This is how your limit clause can be used.